it's time to celebrate because we have a new Shop My Stash. I haven't done a Shop My Stash in such a long time, so hopefully you are excited as I am. So I just wanted to show you 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been using a lot lately, actually 3. So let me just start off with this one. This is my Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette, and I am not gonna purchase the new one, but as you can see, this, I used the living crap out of this one. This one I've also used a ton. And then this is my Amrezy palette, and she is looking beat up. I'm almost finished with Barb. That's really exciting. And then I also wanted to show you my Natasha Denona Star palette. Now, this isn't as beat up, but I've actually used this way more, and you can't really tell because her shadows are so freaking deep and you don't need a lot. But I just wanted to show them to you so you could see a little bit what's been going on in my collection. So we're gonna start off picking out some primers. And I have 2 primers I really want to focus on this rotation, and that is this one. This is new from Benefit. They actually sent it to me in PR, which was so kind of them. So this is their light primer. It's a pore filling primer, and I don't need a lot of this one, but I like to use it, you know, not under my eyes, but where my nose is and on my nose. So I think that this can be really nice, and also between my brows. And then I also want to try this one. I also was sent this in PR. This is the Pixie Rose Essence Oil. I love their first one, but as you guys know, I am a little bit sensitive to rose. It can actually start breaking me out, but I have been using this one, which is the Radiance Perfector, for a couple of weeks now, even more than a couple of weeks, and it hasn't broken me out. So I'm hopeful that this won't either. So I'm gonna start testing it out. And here we have some foundations. We have some new ones, and I actually finished a couple up. But I am going to focus on the new ones. I placed a little order. I haven't bought any makeup since Black Friday until I bought these things. So I am going to take the Charlotte Tilbury, Charlotte's Beautiful Skin foundation that I have in the shade 3 Cool Freud, or Cool Freud, not Coal. And then I'm also gonna take the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation that I have in the shade 2.5 Yukon. Is it called 2.5? Yes, I adore both of the foundations. The NARS one is obviously my favorite, not obviously, but it is my favorite, but I've only used them twice each. So that's my first kind of little impression anyway. And then we're gonna pick out some concealers. I have taken out the stopper of this one, the Uma concealer that I have in the shade Fair Lady T3. It's not my perfect shade, it's way too dark, so I need something a little bit lighter to kind of deepen it up. And I think I'm gonna go for the Pat McGrath concealer that is way too light for me, that I have in this shade. I think it's the lightest shade. It is the shade L1, which is way too light. And I think I'm gonna pick a third concealer, and that is this one. This is from First Aid Beauty. This is their Hello Fab Bendy Avocado concealer that I have in the shade 2. But now I'm wondering where my Nude Sticks concealer is. Here it is. I forgot to put it back. Yeah, so those are the concealers that I will be focusing on this rotation. Here's my blush and bronzer drawer, and we're gonna pick out a few products. I just wanted to show you how well I've been doing on the Fenty one. So here is my Fenty one. The pan is expanding, but especially on my Jouer brush. I'm thinking of putting this in a product pan pretty soon actually, but I'm gonna wait for now because I got some new goodies. So this is the first one I want to use. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood wand, or contour wand, that I have in the shade light to medium, and this is the color of it. I just did a light layer, and then I also bought her medium bronzer. So this is the Airbrush bronzer, and this is what she's looking like. I think it's really pretty, so I can't wait to use this a little bit more. I think I only used it 3 times now, and so far I really like it, and especially the contour one. That is like the standout product for me. I'm also going to take this one that is new. This is the Glow Gasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pink Gasm. And here she is. It's just a glowy blush that I think is really, really pretty. So I'm gonna take that. And what else? Maybe we should take another bronzer actually. Which bronzer should we take? I don't think I've used this in a while. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Tawny. And this is what she's looking like. This is a way more like summery bronzer actually. But it is a little bit of that terracotta bronzer that I really enjoy. So I think I'm gonna go with that. And then I think we're set for bronzers. So let's see, I have a new Collidos blush. I don't know which shade it is because they actually didn't put that on the backside packaging. So I'm fortunately unaware, but this is what the color looks like. It's just a beautiful everyday kind of color. So I think I'm gonna go with that. What else? This Clinique blush is actually really pretty. Let's go with that one. It's also very, very glowy. So we're gonna go with that one. So we have 2 powders. Maybe we should add in another cream. Let's take Naughty and Spice. I love this one. This is from Nude Sticks. And this is like a beautiful everyday kind of mauve color. It's just so pretty. And I think we're gonna leave it at that. Here's my powder drawer, and I'm gonna start off with my newest powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder in the shade 1. I only use this to like set under my eyes. And then I also want a setting powder for my face, and I think I'm gonna go with my Milk powder. I think I've taken out the stopper in this one. No, I haven't. But it is really hard to like get product out, so sometimes I lift this product out and apply my powder just like that. Then we can put that one there. Doesn't really fit. Let's press it in. Okay, so let's pick out some highlights. I'm so bored with a lot of my highlights. I feel like I always use the same, but I guess that that's a good thing. Let's see about this one from Ilia. This is stunning. Really pretty golden shade, so that is Decadence. And then let's also take, maybe we can take Amrisi, if we can get her up. So I've been using this a lot lately, but let's use her a little bit more. But I do want something a little bit lighter as well, because those can get a little bit deep on my skin. So let's take NARS Fort de France, or Fort de France, which is a little bit lighter and super pretty. So let's move on to single eyeshadows, or eyeshadow, yeah, single eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, whatever. So I'm gonna pick out a few colors, and I haven't decided what to pick out. So let me just start off with a ColourPop shadow. Maybe I can zoom you guys in a little bit. Wow. This is Frog. This is a beautiful shade. That is this beautiful shimmery pink. I definitely want to have that. And then I've been seeing VC Pants, or Veronica. She's used Ritz a lot, and I'm just so inspired by her, so I definitely want to use that one a little bit more. Let's see about this one. Not that one, but this one. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk that is full of concealer. I'm gonna wipe that off later. Oops. And oh, super glimmery and pretty. So definitely want to have that one as well. And do we want to have Pillow Talk in this one? I used this actually this rotation, but I think I'm more, I really want to use Oyster Pearl, because I haven't used her in a while. So here we have Oyster Pearl. Let's just dip in a little finger so I can show you. Here she is, just a beautiful like everyday kind of color. So I think I'm gonna have those 4. This one is also really pretty from Natasha Denona, but not quite what I'm going for. I think I'm gonna have those 4 because then I know that I'm going to use them. Maybe we should take this one as well. Actually, this one is one of my favorites. I use it all the freaking time. Maybe you can't tell, but it does have a dip into it, and I just love to wear this as like my middle color. It's from Victoria Beckham and it is in the shade Tea Rose. Here it is. Good to be in focus or on focus. In focus? In focus. So here is my lip drawer. I did upload my video where I decluttered a lot of my lip products, so definitely go ahead and check it out. I'm a little bit stressed about time today, so I just threw all of my lip products in here, but I think I'm gonna try and change it up a little bit from what I usually use because I feel like I've been using the same kind of lip products over and over. This one is definitely a lip product I want to use. This is from Buxom and this is in the shade Pink Coquette. I'm gonna get a little bit more use out of it. I also want to try and finish this one up. It's not gonna work this rotation, but if I continue to reach for it, I will. And this is from Tower 28 in the shade Oat. A beautiful, beautiful lip gloss. I want to get some more use out of this one. This is from Colourpop in the shade Butter. And I think maybe we can get a little bit more use out of this one. This is Rosebud from Dose of Colors. It is very, very cool tone and purple, but I think it's gonna be really pretty if you mix it with some other colors. So let's take Flesh Pot from MAC. That can just kind of warm it up a little bit, but then also Blankety, which I think is maybe in my purse. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to grab that from my purse. Let's take this one. I actually finished up my other filter gloss from Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
And then maybe some Colourpop products. This is Chandelier. Such a pretty color. And I definitely want to use way more of my Colourpop products up because they tend to go bad. November is also a pretty, pretty color. So let me take that. Sand from Dose of Color. It's just a beautiful nude. This one from Ilia, it's a you can use it as a gloss and as a blush, and I really want to try that someday. So here is the color. It might be a little bit too thick as like a blush, but maybe it can work. So I'm gonna take that one and just to get to know it a little bit more. Ooh, Live It Up from Charlotte. Stunning, stunning shade. As you can see, I love my pinks. Maybe this gloss can work on the go from Beauty Bay. I love Beauty Bay's lip products. I think that they are fabulous, and this is in the shade Candy. And this one is also really nice from Uma. There it is. So I think I'm gonna stop there. I think I have a lot of lip products to choose from this rotation. So here we have my eyeshadow palettes, and I think I'm gonna take my Biba palette because I need to use her a little bit more. I switched out one of the colors, this one, so I think I'm just gonna switch it back really quickly. It is in my gold palette, wherever that is. Here it is. So which shade was it? No, it's not in this one. It's in the... Yeah, I think it's that color actually. Oops. So I'm just using my little nail. Steady on the hand. I like to switch out the colors. I think that is a lot of fun. This was a little bit harder to do with, so I'm just gonna take a tweezer. And I'm taking the back of it. I have ruined some shadows when doing this, so Needs to be careful. Ah, fuck. Woo! There you go. So putting her, it's okay. Putting her back like that. And then this one in here. And there you go, the Biba palette. Then I think I want to use this Collidos Quad. I was sent this in PR, and this shimmer is outstanding. It really, really is. Look at that. Oh, such a beautiful shade. So I definitely want to use that one. And then I think I'm going to take my Huda Naughty palette. I know I've been using this a lot, but I actually haven't used this a lot in the past couple of months because I had that shade in a Party Pan and I was just bored with it afterwards. So I think this is going to be great to have in this rotation just to bring back the love a little bit. Speaking about love, maybe we should take the Natasha Denona Love palette. I have switched out some shadows, but I think that this in conjunction with the Biba palette is gonna be stunning. What else? Sendo, I haven't been using a lot. Yeah, let's take this Sendo palette because as I said, I haven't used her a whole lot, so that's gonna be fun. And that is 5 palettes. Let me just see if there is anything else I would like to use. I'm gonna put in one of these two, I think, just to have a little bit more fun. The Pat McGrath, what is this called? I don't know what this is called, but this is the backside in case you wanted to get it. Or the Bobbi Brown one. I think I have these colors, so let me take this one because I actually think that this blue is, I know it's a blue, but I think it's beautiful for like an everyday, just a little bit of it. So that is everything for this rotation. Give me a like if you are happy that I'm back with my Shop My Stashes. Don't forget to subscribe and all of that shit, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!